Hello, just doing another tutorial here. This will be on mapping a cool effect to a knob or a fader or anything similar to that. It's creating a cool sort of a gated filter effect within Traktor using a chain of 3. We'll be using a filter, a gate and a LoFi effect. And it creates a really nice effect for build-ups or just accentuating breakdowns and stuff. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and play it for you, show you how it works, and then we'll go into the mapping controls and I'll help you map it so you can replicate this sound for yourself. So that's something quite simple actually. It works quite well, quite effectively in my opinion. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go into our mapping now. We'll hit the cog and that will load up our settings or our preferences. We want to come down to controller manager. We want to get a new device. I've already got these controls mapped, so I'll just take this off for demo purposes. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll add a new controller, generic MIDI device. I'll just name this, where we go, edit comments, name MPD24, because that's what I'm using, of course. And what we'll do is we'll go to a chain effect. So we want to select our first effect, and our first effect here is a filter. So we'll learn and we'll move the one we want, so I'll just use this one for purposes, and then we go. We want to add that as a button, a direct, so we can directly go to our effect, and it was a peak filter, I think it was. Yep. And we'll do this again for the next 3 effects. So chained. Effect 2 is a gate, move this one, button, direct, and it is a gate, wherever the gate's gone, there we go. And the same for effect 3. So we go that one, learn, button, direct, effect 3 was a lo-fi effect. There you go, digital lo-fi. I had problems finding that then. What we've also got to do is select the effects unit we want. So I'll just select them all to 2 so we can view them up here. And 2. So now if I change these effects, you can see, take the learn off, you see it goes directly to these effects that we've selected. What you might have a problem now is getting the rest of the parameters set. So we go back to our chain and we select our wet dry. We'll learn that, map that to the same knob, and that should be a direct. Select that to effects 2. There we go, now that's working perfectly. And we'll need to do the amounts. 2 direct. Same for 2 and 3. This is something a bit different. We use this, and instead of going for a knob or a fader, what we do is we do use a button and we use increase. What this does is it allows me when I'm mixing, so it comes up and you hear like a sort of a pitch effect come up, so it increases the tension when you come into a build-up section or what have you, and it works really well. The problem with that though is once it gets to the end of the top of the effect, it will stay there, and you can't bring it back down until you reset the controls or go to a different effect within different settings within that effect channel. But apart from that, it works really well. Okay, so where are we? And then we need to turn all the effects on. So we'll just do this again. Effect chained 2, like so. Parameter 3. What I've also forgot to do is change them to units. This one as well to 2. Right, that's cool. And the last thing we need to do, view, there you go, show, it's around here somewhere, global, forgot where it was now, but there's an, don't really need to worry about that, never mind. Okay, so now we've got all those commands mapped. What we should have is something like this. Oops, that should be an on button actually. Chain of 3, there we go. Select that as an on button. Deck 2, there we go. So there we go. So now you get a nice effect. So if you go back to our track and play it, if you want, you can also combine that with other effects, but I think that works well as it is. So hope this little tutorial's been useful. Until next time, practice and enjoy.